Standard 10th, Geography, Chapter 5, India, Population, Transport, Communication, and Trade. Introduction. The study on human population is one of the most important aspects in geography of any region. The human population has many components, but the most fundamental are its number, composition of population, distribution of population, density of population. The study on these aspects also would reveal the workforce of the country. Population. The total number of people residing in a country at a specific period of time is called the population of that country. India is the second most populous country in the world, next only to China. Census. Population census is the total process of gathering, compiling, analyzing, or otherwise disseminating demographic, economic, and social data relating to at certain times to all persons in a country or clearly limited part of the country. It happens in an interval of 10 years. Once in 10 years. The data collected through the census are used for administration, planning, policy making, as well as management and evaluation of various programs by the government. Distribution and density of population. The term population distribution refers to the way the people are spaced over the earth's surface. The distribution of population in India is quite uneven because of the vast variations in the availability of resources. Population is mostly concentrated in the regions of industrial centers and good agricultural lands. The areas such as high mountains, arid lands, thickly forested areas, and some remote corners are very thinly populated. Terrain, climate, soil, water bodies, mineral resources, industries, transport, and urbanization are the major factors which affect the distribution of population in a country. Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state in the country, followed by Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Gujarat. Sikkim is the least populous state of India. Delhi, with 16.75 million population, tops among the union territories. The uneven distribution of population. Is the result of several factors such as physical, socio-economic, and historical factors. Physical factors include relief, climate, water, natural vegetation, minerals, and energy resources. Socio-economic factors consist of religion, culture, political issues, economy, human settlements, transport, network, industrialization, urbanization, employment opportunities. Historical factors, temples and monuments. Density of population. It is expressed as number of persons living per square kilometer. The average density of population of India is 382 person per square kilometer. India is one of the most thickly populated 10 countries of the world. The most densely populated state of India is Bihar. The least population density is Arunachal Pradesh. Delhi is the densely populated one. Andaman and Nicobar have the lowest density of population. Population growth and change. Population change refers to an increase or decrease of population of an area from one period to another period. Population growth is influenced by birth rate, death rate, and migration. Birth rate refers to the number of live birth per 1,000 people in a year. It's called crude birth rate. Death rate refers to number of deaths per 1,000 people in a year. Is crude death rate. Migration. It is the movement of people across regions and territories. It can be internal or international. Internal migration does not change the size of population of a country, but it influences the distribution of population in a nation. It plays an important role in changing the composition and distribution of population. In India, mass migration is from rural to urban areas. Unemployment and underemployment in the rural areas are push factor, and the employment opportunity and higher wages in the urban area caused by the industrial development are the pull factors of migration. Population composition. It refers to the characteristics such as age, sex, martial status, caste, religion, language, education, occupation, etc. to understand the social, economic, and demographic structure of population. Age composition. The age composition of population refers to the number of people in different age groups in a country. It is grouped into three broad categories. The children who has less than 15 years of age, the people who are above 60 years, the dependent population in India, and the independent population. It shows that a country has enormous manpower. Sex ratio. Sex ratio is defined as the number of females per 1,000 male population. According to 2011 census, the sex ratio of the country is 940 females per 1,000 males. The size of female population is lower than males. Literacy rate. The people who are able to read and write are known as literates. The percentage of literate people to the total population is termed as literacy rate. The literacy rate of male is 82.14% and the female is 65.46%. It shows that still vast gap between the male and the female literacy rates. Kerala ranks first, followed by Union Territory Lakshadweep. The lowest literacy rate is found in Bihar. Occupational structure. Workers are placed under threefold categories. They are main workers, marginal workers, and non-workers. According to the census of India, all those who had worked for the major part of the year at least 6 months or 183 days are recorded as main workers. Those who have worked for less than 6 months are recorded as marginal workers. The people who have not worked at all comes under non-workers. Population dynamics. Human population dynamics is a field, factors related to changes in the size of population and its characteristics. Growth of population depends on 4 processes: birth, death, immigration, emigration. Problems of overpopulation. In India, growing pressure of population on resource base created many socio-economic, cultural, political, ecological and environmental problems. Population problems vary in size and time and differ from region to region. Overpopulation in a country are overcrowding, unemployment and underemployment, low standard of living. Urbanization. The process of society's transformation from rural to urban is known as urbanization. Urbanization in India. The level of urbanization is measured in terms of percentage of urban population. Goa is the most urbanized state. Himachal Pradesh is the least one. Among the Union Territories, Delhi is the most urbanized region, followed by Chandigarh. Tamil Nadu continues to be the second most urbanized state, with 48.4% of urban population, followed by Kerala and Maharashtra. Impact of urbanization. Urbanization and population concentration go hand in hand and are closely related to each other. Rural to urban migration leads to population explosion in urban areas. The major problems of urbanization are urban sprawl, overcrowding in urban centers, shortage of houses in urban areas, formation of slums, traffic congestion in cities, water scarcity, drainage problem, problem of solid waste management. The rate of crime increases. Transportation. What is transportation? Transportation means moving people, goods from one place to another. Transport system is considered as the lifeline of a country. Earlier, man travelled on foot or used animals for transport. Discovery of wheel, transport was made easier and gradually different means of transports were developed. Means of transport: land, water, air. Land, roadways, railways, pipelines. Water, inland, waterways, ocean routes. Domestic, airways, international airways. Roadways. It is the largest road network in the world. Roads are being constructed at a very fast pace, but still density of road is low. They can be built and maintained easily. Construction cost of road is much lower than railways. They can be built at higher altitudes at any place. Roads can traverse comparatively more dissected and undulating topography. It is cheap to construct and maintain. It can provide door-to-door transport service. It is used by all sections of people in the society. In India, the densest road network is found in the northern plains. In mountainous area, it's quite difficult to construct roads. Example, Kerala, the northern part of India. For the purpose and construction and maintenance, roads are classified into following categories: national highways, state highways, major district roads, rural roads, other roads, border roads, international highways. National highways. They run through the length and breadth of the country. They connect national capital to all states, major cities, towns, and border areas. The construction and maintenance of these roads is usually carried out by central government. The longest national highway is NH44, which runs from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh to Kanyakumari. The shortest national highway is NH47A, which runs from Ernakulam to Kochi port, covering a distance of 6 kilometers. State highways. State highways link through the length and breadth of the state. They connect important cities and towns. They connect district headquarters within the state. They connect national highways of neighboring states. They are maintained by state government. District roads. They provide links to villages and serve as a large rural population. They should have good metal surface and proper drainage. Construction and maintenance are carried by Public Works Department of the state. Rural roads or village roads. They provide link in the rural areas. It links different villages with the neighboring towns. They are maintained by local district boards or by village panchayat. Border roads. They are constructed and maintained by BRO, Border Road Organization. It was established in 1960. The northern and northeastern border areas. Border Road Organization has constructed world's highest road joining Chandigarh and Leh in Ladakh with an altitude of 4,270 meters. Golden Quadrilateral. Golden Quadrilateral is the long road of 4 by 6 lanes connects India's 4 metropolitan cities: Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai. Delhi. This project was launched in 1999. North-South and East-West corridors. North-South corridor aims at connecting Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir with Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu. The East-West corridor has been planned to connect Silchar in Assam with the port town of Porbandar in Gujarat. Two corridors intersect at Jhansi. Express highways. These are multi-lane, good quality highways for high-speed traffic. Some of the important expressways are Mumbai-Pune Road, Durgapur-Kolkata Road. International highways. These are the roads that link India with neighboring countries. These highways have been constructed with an aid from World Bank under an agreement with the Economic and Social Commission for Asia Pacific. Connects the neighboring countries such as Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Myanmar. Indian Railways. Indian railway system is the main artery of the country's inland transport. The needs of large-scale movement of traffic both for goods and passengers to contribute economic growth. Railways are considered as the backbone of the surface transport system. It promotes national integration. It promotes trade, tourism, education, etc. Its role in transporting raw materials to industries and finished goods to market. Indian railway network is the largest in Asia and second largest in the world. Indian railways fall under 4 categories according to the width of the track: broad gauge, meter gauge, narrow gauge and light gauge. Metro railways in India. There are 8 cities with metro rail connectivity in India. They are Kolkata, Chennai, Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, Jaipur and Kochi. The metro in Kolkata is the first one in India. It is also called as Mass Rapid Transit System. September 2018, India has 507 kilometers of operational metro lines and 381 stations. Pipeline transport. Pipelines provided a very convenient mode of transport to connect oil and natural gas fields, refineries and to the markets. In the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. Now, solids can also be transported through a pipeline when converted into slurry. The initial cost of laying pipeline is high. Running cost is minimum. It can be laid through difficult terrain as well as underwater. Steady supply of goods and reduces the transshipment losses and delays. Oil field in Upper Assam to Kanpur, Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. Gas pipeline from Hasira in Gujarat to Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. Waterways. Waterway is an important mode of transport for both passenger and cargo traffic in India. It is the oldest and also the cheapest means of transport, suitable for carrying heavy and bulky materials from one country to another. It is a fuel efficient and eco-friendly mode of transport. The water transport is of 2 types: inland waterways, ocean waterways. Inland water. India has extensive network of inland waterways in the forms of rivers, canals, lakes and backwaters. Maintenance and regulation of national waterways in the country. The Inland Waterways Authority was set up in 1986. National Waterway 1. It extends between Haldia and Allahabad, 1620 kilometers. stretches of Ganga Bhagirathi to Hooghly river system. National Waterway 2. It includes a stretch of Brahmaputra river between Dhubri and Sadia, distance of 891 km. National Waterway 3. This waterway extends between Kollam and Kottapuram in the state of Kerala. It is the first national waterway in the country with 24-hour navigation facilities along its entire stretch of 205 km. Oceanic routes. Oceanic routes play an important role in the transport sector of India's economy. Coastal shipping plays an important role in transport of bulk goods in India. The sea and oceanic routes are mainly used for international trade and are connected through ports. There are 13 major ports and 200 minor or intermediate ports in India. The minor ports are managed and administered by various state governments. The major ports are administered by the central government. The major ports are on the east coast: Kolkata, Paradip, Visakhapatnam, Haldia, Chennai, Ennur and Tuticorin. On the west coast: Kandala, Mumbai, Navasheva, New Mangalore, Marmugova and Kochi. India has 4 major shipyards. Hindustan Shipyard in Visakhapatnam, Garden Reach Workshop in Kolkata, Mazagon Dock in Mumbai, Kochi Shipyard in Kochi. India is the second largest ship owning country in Asia and ranks 16th in the world. Air transport. Airways are the quickest, costliest, most modern and comfortable means of transport. It connects national, regional and international. It connects difficult terrains like high mountains and sandy deserts. It carries passengers, freight and mail, goods and mails. It helps during natural and man-made calamities like floods, epidemics and wars. Air transport in India made a beginning on 18th February 1918 when Prince Pickett carried a mail from Allahabad to Naini. 1953, 8 different airlines which were in operation in the country were nationalized. Domestic airways fly within the boundaries of a country. International airways connect major cities of the world. Indian Airlines and Air India are the 2 airline services run by the Government of India. Indian Airlines provides domestic air services and Air India provides international air services. Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited. Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited has been providing helicopter support services to the petroleum sector including ONGC and Oil India Limited. It is a public sector company in New Delhi. Its operations are based at Juhu Aerodrome in Vileparle, West Mumbai. Pawan Hans is a mini Ratna 1 category public sector undertaking. It often provides services to various state governments, particularly northeastern India and inter-islands. Airport Authority of India was constituted in 1995. It provides security to Indian airports. Under the Ministry of Civil Aviation is responsible for creating, upgrading, maintaining and managing civil aviation infrastructure in India. Communication. What is communication? Communication is a process that involved exchange of information, thoughts, and ideas. Technology does wonders in communication fields. Communication is categorized into personal and mass communication. Personal communication, the exchange of information between the individuals, is called personal communication. It includes post and telegraph services, telephone, mobile phone, short message services, fax, internet, email, etc. The Indian postal network is the largest in the world. 1,55,000 post offices. More than 1,39,000 post offices are located in rural areas. It was opened to the public in the country in 1837. The first Indian postal stamp was issued in 1852 in Karachi, collecting and delivering mail. It introduced the quick mail services in 1975. Quick mail service functions on the basis of the system of PIN code, postal index number, which was introduced in 1972. The premium products includes money orders, e-money order, speed post, express, parcel post, business post, media post, satellite post, greeting cards, and speed passport services. India have already been covered with subscriber trunk dialing. Telephone facility. While international communication can be made through ISD, international subscriber dialing. Telephone is a form of oral communication. It is considered very essential for the growth of commerce. Mobile phone, fax, internet are the other personal communication used in the country. Mass communication. It enables millions of people to get the information at the same time. It helps in creating awareness among the people regarding various national policies and programs. The mass communication system can provide the information to people in two methods. They are print media and electronic media. Electronic media communication. Radio broadcasting in India was started in 1923 by the Radio Club of Bombay. It gained immense popularity and changed the social and cultural life of the people. It was named as All India Radio AIR in 1936, and again it was renamed as Akashvani in 1957. A variety of programs related to information, education, and entertainment. Television. Broadcasting has emerged as a most effective audiovisual medium for disseminating information and educating the masses. Television network in India is known as Doordarshan, which started Common National Program CNP services to the backward and remote rural areas. Internet. It's a global system of interconnected computer networks that use the internet protocol suite to link devices worldwide. Facilitate the creation and sharing of information, ideas, career interest, and other forms of expression via virtual communities and network. Print media. Newspapers are the most common but powerful means of communication. Come under print media. Newspapers carry information on local, national, and international events to the people. Satellite communication. Satellite images are used for weather forecasting, monitoring of natural calamities, surveillance of border areas, etc. Satellites emerged as a new era in communication in a country after the establishment of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, in 1969. Satellite system in India. It is grouped into two: the Indian National Satellite System INSAT, the Indian Remote Sensing Satellite System IRS. INSAT, established in 1983, is a multi-purpose system of telecommunication, meteorological observation, and of various other programs. It is also useful in weather detection, internet, and military application. INSAT system. INSAT series, GSAT, Kalpana 1, EduSat are the major communication satellites used for communication purpose. GSAT is the recent launch for communication program. INSAT 1B launched on 30th August 1983, the first communication satellite in INSAT series. Trade. Trade refers to the exchange of goods and services. It may be internal trade or external trade. The primitive method of trade was known as barter system, where goods were exchanged for goods. Later on, money was introduced as a medium of exchange in buying and selling of goods. The difference in value between the import and export is called as balance of trade. If the value of export exceeds than the value of import, it is termed as favorable balance of trade. If it is a reverse position, it is termed as unfavorable balance of trade. Trade is of two types. They are internal trade, international trade. The trade carried within the domestic territory of a country is termed as internal trade, or domestic trade, or local trade. Roadways and railways play an important role. Local currency is used. It helps to promote regional growth in the country. Trade carried on between two or more countries is called international trade, or external or foreign trade. Export and import are the two components of international trade. Export means goods and services sold for foreign currency. Import means goods and services bought from overseas producers. Waterways and airways play a vital role. Foreign currency is involved in the international trade. The trade between any two countries is called bilateral trade. The trade between more than two countries is called multilateral trade. Exports. The major exports of India are tea, ores, minerals, leather products, gems, jewels, chemicals, plastics, cement, paper, optical, base metals, medical, surgical instruments, electronic items, and allied products. Imports. The major imports are petroleum products, pearls, precious stones and semi-precious stones, gold, and telecom instruments. With this, come to the end of the lesson. Thank you.